Hey guys, Caleb with Nebraska Farm Boy, once again doing a little bit of early morning hunting, and I'm also happen to be eating my humble pie. So I got this rabbit this morning, about the spring, I think it was. I posted a video saying how to butcher a rabbit, and I showed the only way I knew how, but that's actually not the best method to butcher a rabbit. I learned that since then. I figured that I would just go ahead and show you the better way of doing it. So like last time, we've got this guy hung up here. You could probably do this on a table, especially with this method, but basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a pinch out of the back of his hide. I'm going to take a knife and just make a cut. This is not the sharpest knife ever because it was a rabbit. I didn't want to sharpen up the blade just to butcher a rabbit. But anyways, and then you're just going to pull up and down and just pull that hide off. So my method is better if you wanted to save the rabbit's skin. Most of you probably don't. Even if you think you do, you probably don't. Okay, I was never one to discourage anything like that, but tanning hides was never my thing. So there we go. Just pull all that off, and then we can just cut the head right off with a knife. Pull this up off the top and just keep pulling it off, because it's not really like skinning an animal. It's more like just pulling the skin off of it. I do apologize because you probably hear the ducks in the background. They are locked up because they were getting into the garden. So, yeah, that's why they're upset back there. Just cut that tail off. Break the feet. Same thing with the front feet. Alright, and then we'll just open her up just like anything else that we do. Gutting animals is something that people often get hung up on. They're like, how do you do it? What's the proper way? It's like, well, there's not really a ton to it. The reason most people freak out so much is because they don't understand that it really is so simple. All you gotta do is make sure that you get it at the one opening at the back side, pull it all the way down until you get it at the other opening at the front. It's pretty obvious once you've got everything out. Not a ton you can go wrong here. Obviously you don't want to cut the gut, but I mean, with a rabbit, even if you do, you can still wrestle it out of there, wash it up, it'll be okay. I mean, depending on how bad you did it. And I always like to just split this sternum right here. I also like to split up through here to make sure I got all the nasties. A good thing I did, because it doesn't look like I quite got everything. Alright, and then basically all you gotta do now is just wash it off at the hydrant, bag it up, and you've got yourself a skinned rabbit, gutted, ready to cook. It's one of those things. You don't want to waste a lot of time when you're butchering a rabbit because there's not a lot of meat. It's just not worth spending that much time on a rabbit. So that's the faster way of butchering a rabbit. I hope it helps. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll see you next time.